everyone. My name is Tori Baker, and I'm the Parkinson's Disease Wellness Coordinator at Ohio Health. Before I hand it over to Melissa and she gets us moving a little bit, I wanted to talk about what we do as the Neuro Wellness team, some of the programming that we have going on, and the benefits of community wellness as a whole. So you can see here in this graphic, there you go. We can see here in this graphic that you have a lot of people working on your healthcare team. You have your providers, so your neurologists, your primary cares, nurse practitioners. You have your rehab professionals, so PT, OT, speech, and then you have your wellness providers. But at the center of that is you. And so we really want to make you a part of your healthcare. You are the rule maker. You have individual needs. Everything looks a little bit different for everyone, and we really want you at the center of it. And I always like to point out that we're not a stop at each one. We all kind of work together. It's all a fluid process. So you might see therapy. I kind of always describe it as therapy is like going to the dentist. If you go once or twice a year for your cleaning or your tune-up is what we call it in therapy. But then wellness is like brushing your teeth every day. It's not something you do once or twice, a week here and a week there. It's trying to make your whole lifestyle well. And we, as the Neuro Wellness team, we focus on four big areas there. We focus on exercise. That's kind of our bread and butter and what everyone thinks of when they think of community wellness. But we also focus on nutrition. We focus on social support. And we focus on mental health as well. And so overall, research shows time and time again that, we know exercise is the thing that helps slow the progression of the disease, and it has great benefits on your motor control and how you get around, your function. But it also shows that there's a lot of benefits to those non-motor symptoms. So decreased anxiety, decreased depression, feeling like you have more of a social support network. You have someone to lean on, people to go to for whichever thing, and just have a support system. And so a better outlook on life and more just quality of life is improved. And then we have, I'm happy on the clicker. Okay, there we go. And so here's just a brief overview of the programs that we have going on. On your table there should be those little pamphlets that you can scan the QR code, and there's more information about each one, but I'll kind of just briefly touch on them. And if you're interested, please let us know. It will tell you how to sign up through that QR code, or you can stop at our booth. But we have our 6-week Healthy Habits Behavior Change program that actually is going to be starting up in July, where we have a different topic each week on the pillars of wellness and how to make those lifestyle changes and make healthier choices over time and make it a part of your life. And again, not just doing those 1 or 2 times, but it's a really good program. We've run it once and had really good turnout and really good feedback from that. And so we're happy to run it again. We also have our PD mindfulness class. That's an 8-week class. We've run it twice before in the last year, and a lot of people really enjoyed that. Again, working on mindfulness, they had a lot of benefits in the non-motor symptoms, but also in their motor symptoms, because we know if we're in stressful situations or have increased anxiety, then we kind of see more of those tremors, shuffling of gait, difficulty moving, things like that. We have our adaptive neuro pickleball program at Pickle and Chill. We've held that 4 times this year. We hold it quarterly. You would have to be screened just to make sure everyone's safe to play, but we've had a lot of people join that program as well and really enjoyed that. We have our For Hope adaptive golf program, both indoor and outdoor. We just started our outdoor league this month, so happy to have that back for the summer and the fall. We have Ohio Health PD Wellness, and that's where trainers from your local YMCAs, gyms, rec centers come to a training with me, and we talk about what sort of things are required for and research based on how to create the best program for someone with Parkinson's and have a group class, but they're really focusing on what they need to push you. We have the Ohio Health Neuroscience Wellness Center, which is down by Riverside. They have both just an adaptive gym for all neurological diagnoses, but also have different programming for Parkinson specific as well as general neurodiagnoses. And lastly, we have our mentor program, which focuses on mindfulness, exercise, nutrition. It's completely free and it's completely online. It's 8 weeks. And then with that, you get some free equipment that they send to your house and you get to keep it completely free. There's 2 hours of exercise a week, 1 hour of mindfulness, 1 hour of nutrition and cooking classes, and then 1 hour of one-on-one health coaching. So it's a great program that you get all of that for free. So again, let us know if you're interested in any of these programs. We would love to have you. But most importantly, if there's any programs that you guys are thinking of that we haven't touched on, we would love to hear from you. That's kind of our goal, is to help you guys and best serve you guys, and we'd love to hear from you guys. Know best what you need. So please keep in contact with us and let us know if you have any questions. All right, ready to get moving?
Hi, everybody. How are we doing? I'm so happy to see all you beautiful people, and thanks for spending your Saturday morning here with us. This is a new format for us, if you haven't figured that out. So we welcome all feedback. This is a morning for you. So if there's something that you would like to see and you didn't get to see it, please share that with us. If you dislike the format, if you dislike Dr. Hinkle's slides. No, he's very proud of his slides. So we during the run through last night, he kept saying, "See my slides? See my slides?" I'm like, "They're great." I don't have slides. I have notes because I'm on a time frame, and if you've ever been around me, I like to talk. So I'm going to stick to my notes if I can. But anyway, let's back up. My name's Melissa Carlson, and I am the very, very proud owner of PHNextSteps. We have a gym about 5 or 6 miles down the road, 270 in Sawmill area. We do classes 6 days a week. We have online and virtual, and we have a little bit of fun. No comments from any of you. So I've been doing this for about 10 years now, which is crazy to say. And I've had the pleasure of seeing just how exercise can really change the trajectory of this disease. And you'll hear a little bit more about that next when Dr. Hinkle and I are back up here. But there's one thing I like to say to people when we're talking first is exercise is medicine and community is everything. And, you know, there's so many benefits to being part of a community, and I have 4 ones I'm going to touch on. Emotional support says, you know, it's pretty self-explanatory. You have a community of people that no matter what kind of day you're having, you can talk to them, you can cry to them, you can laugh with them, you can, you know, share all your frustrations. It's really beneficial. Shared knowledge. I mean, at our facility, we hear all about, you know, medications, DBS, any sort of like constipation. I mean, all the things that people living with Parkinson's deal with, you have someone else to bounce ideas off of. You have someone to motivate and encourage you. We do online classes. Like I said, we live stream every day. But if I've heard it once, I've heard it a million times, that you push yourself a lot harder when you're around other people. And, you know, it's easy to stand behind a camera. Now, I'm not discounting, you know, someone exercising at home, because if you're moving, that's fantastic. But it's also keeps you more accountable, makes you push yourself harder when you're around other people. And then the last one is like a sense of purpose. So being diagnosed is not an easy thing to hear. You've got Parkinson's disease, right? And so having that sense of, I'm walking into this place and I am not alone. I'm around other people that understand. And it's just, you know, that sense of accountability and feeling at home somewhere is really, there's really nothing like it. So I urge you to try all the things. If you're newly, well, I guess that's the other group, but even I know some of you may have been diagnosed fairly recently. We are so fortunate here in Central Ohio to not only have amazing movement disorder specialists, but to have so many community wellness programs. Ohio Health has so many, as Tori just mentioned. And also, it looks like some of you don't have the postcard on your table, and we'll make sure you have that because it does have all the resources in Central Ohio. OSU has a fantastic program. They were actually going to be here today, but they had something come up, so they weren't able to be there. But I work with them a lot. They have fantastic programs. So I urge you to try. You don't know until you try. And find something that you enjoy. If you don't enjoy the exercise or the community and stuff, you're not going to want to do it, right? I mean, it's just like someone saying, brush your teeth 10 times a day because it's good for you. I had to use your dental thing. And you don't like brushing your teeth. You're not going to want to do it, right? So, find something that you enjoy and find a new family that you never knew you needed to be a part of. So bottom line, just take home, exercise can be fun. It's, being a part of a community is funner. Yes, I know it's not a word, but I like it. You're going to push yourself harder. You're going to make some lifelong friends. It's one of the greatest of my joys. Sitting, looking around before class. I sometimes even get a little emotional just seeing people that no one asked to get diagnosed with Parkinson's, but seeing the connections that are made and the relationships that are formed, it's truly one of the very best things about my job. So please provide us feedback. I'll end with this because I'm getting kicked off. And enjoy the rest of your day. You'll see me again. So sorry if you don't like me. I'm coming back.